Hi, excuse the printer noise. I'm printing past paper. Um, okay. I'm seeing how very often I would focus on my self-experience within something instead of who I am, and that there is a very clear difference between how I feel towards something and who I am in relation to that something. And also walking through the point of accepting whatever comes up as a reaction seemingly out of nowhere, and within accepting that reaction here, accepting that the reaction is here and that it happened, slowly but surely starting to see the origin point behind those reactions and who exactly I am allowing and accepting myself to be, and what I'm believing to be the person that has these sort of reactions. Like, for example, just now, unexpectedly, my mother opened the door to speak about tutoring and the schedule, and also some small talk. And this isn't the first time there was this resistant reaction, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why the fuck are you here? And what I'm seeing about myself within this reaction is I'm still accepting and believing in the concept of personal space as hidden secret space physically represented by my room, and also believing that I have some sort of secret that I must hide, and that some parts, and believing that some parts of my self-expression or what I do within my room, that if other people were to see it, there would be danger. Within that, feeling threatened when my mom unexpectedly came into my room. Because I wasn't expecting it, I haven't yet put up my defenses as I usually do. So in that moment I felt very exposed, and in that self-exposure felt very threatened. And so in reaction to this feeling threatened, I was building and compounding within myself anger and irritation. And I was about to use that as an excuse for being angry and irritated. But no, that's not helpful, so I'm not going to go there. Also, directing myself to actually understand the statement within a recent interview called Revenge of the Ego by Destiny Productions. There was a statement, there was something that Bernard said, something along the lines of, if I ever postpone what is best for all as what needs to be done, what I need to do here to secure my future, so to speak, I am isolating myself within my ego, and the ego is taking its revenge on me. I'm still in the process of actually understanding what that means, because I see that I'm still taking the statement as a point of knowledge rather than a point of self-realization, where I realize the actual happening behind the point, like what actually happened in relation to me, and if I postpone what is best for all as what I need to do to secure my future, which is studying well and studying regularly and establishing a sustainable practice within studying. Very often when I study, it would be like some sort of heroic effort where I strain myself, go outside of my perceived boundaries, and I can only sustain that for so long until I just stop because of the tension that I create within myself. So a common sense practice application within that would be to rather pay attention, instead of paying attention to my experience within studying, linking back to the beginning of this vlog, rather focusing on who I am within studying. And also tonight I received a phone call from my dad in Canada, and in talking with him, realizing that absolutely everything is in fact here to support me within my process. The only thing that is stopping everything to support me is myself, and whether I am willing to open myself up to seek, to realize how I can support myself with any points, such as exercising and even studying, how I can support myself within my process within studying by paying attention to who I am here within studying while I'm studying, and to continue paying attention to who I am when I'm studying rather than what I do. And I'm also finding out that even though I am breathing, so to speak, there's a very subtle point in relation to breathing, and that is, the thing is this, within this holiday, most of the time I find myself paying attention to myself in the beginning of each breath, normally the in-breath, and then all of those moments in between the in-breath and out-breath, I actually pay attention to my mind and my worries and my fears and rushing, and generally how I feel towards something rather than who I am. And what happens is I stray away from myself because I am here, and if I'm not here with my breath because my breath is here, I'm not paying attention to myself. I'm paying attention to my emotions and feelings and the thoughts that are related to those emotions and feelings, instead of what I am accepting, allowing what I am accepting and allowing in each moment here. So within today, what I found greatly assisting and a significant improvement is that I am no longer denying whatever reactions I have within any moment, because whenever I deny, I actually suppress myself. And rather, today once I am accepting that the reaction has happened, beginning to see the detail of the origin of the reaction, who I am allowing and accepting myself to be, which the reaction is showing me, or the inner voice that reacts. Like when my mom came in my room unexpectedly, and then my mind just reacted saying, why the fuck is she here? She's not supposed to be fucking here. She's wasting my fucking time. And I'm cussing because it carries that angry, irritated tonality within my secret thoughts that pop up for no reason I can see yet. Also today I'm seeing and acknowledging that if I'm going to actually self-change in anything, I cannot put in effort as I usually do, as how a mind consciousness system would usually put in effort, which is a situation that goes something like this. Here I am lazy, I do not want to study, but I must study, so I am studying, but I'm lazy and I don't want to study, but I have to study, so I'm studying, and that creates tension, as I said before. So common sense self-corrective application within stopping this self-strain and this stressing and rushing within myself. Focus on who I am here and to forgive. Those core resonant points that make up and justify who I am as the resonant reaction. And to forgive as I see myself within and as the reaction. Let go while seeing. To see and forgive, and to constantly do that. And my only feedback would be, am I silent here, or am I still chattering in my head and still hearing inner voices and still reactively picturing scenarios in my head? And also, going back to the phone call with my dad, in the beginning, when I was sort of explaining and sharing myself, I was very uncertain and unconfident, very shaky in my self-expression and sharing myself, very anxious about sharing myself, under the justification that I wasn't sure if I'm sharing myself or not, and using that as a justification to doubt myself, and doubting myself as the words I speak, instead of just really blurting it out. Well, not blurting, because blurting would imply just accepting reactions and mind patterns to continue. Rather, accept that I am going to speak this, and then to always consider, that's confusing. Just focus on who I am here. If who I am here is clear and I am silent, anything I speak will be fine. And if it isn't, just learn the lesson that is to be learned within that mistake. There, simplicity. Anything else? Nope, that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye. And thank you for people who have consistently been watching my vlog. Thank you for watching. I was about to say thank you for putting up with my droning and droning on and on and on. But really, in common sense, any person's reaction towards my droning is a reflection of who they are, what they are allowing and accepting. Therefore, it's their responsibility and not mine. My responsibility within my vlogs and my vlogging is to examine myself in common sense and to find the common sense self-corrective application to apply and live. And then the droning will naturally stop as I clarify and establish who I am here, what I am willing to accept as myself here, what I am not willing to accept as myself here. Okay. That's all. Thank you for watching.